Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be going over every sound cue that you need to know in Siege. Now, some of these are going to be very simple sound cues that obviously you know, and some of these are going to be more complex. I just wanted to break this down into like the top 25 sound cues I feel everybody that plays this game should know. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have somebody getting on and off their cameras. This is a very important sound cue to listen for because if you're, let's say, attacking or defending and you hear this, you know, okay, this is your time to take that map control. This is basically free because that guy's not looking at you. So always listen for when somebody goes on and off their cams. This is what walking, crouch walking, and proning sounds like. Always good to know the difference between those because if you know somebody is crouching, you know to not aim head level, you know to aim more crouch. If you're someone walking, obviously aim wherever you want. And if you're someone proning, you know to aim prone level. Crouch walking is what people do. They will crouch walk around the map constantly and you won't be able to hear it a lot. So make sure you're always listening for that. One extra tip, when it comes to actual volume, I'd recommend night mode. I think night mode is the best. All right, now this next one is going to be the C4 rip. This is very important, so listen. It is always important to listen for a C4 rip, whether it is below you, above you, near you, whatever it is. If you hear that, you have two options. One, run for your life. Two, look at the C4 and shoot it if it's like landing in front of you. But you always want to listen for that, especially when people go from below, whether it's like a Valk, a Pulse, whatever it may be, always listen for that. All right, now this next one is going to be Warden Goggles, turning on and turning off. It's always important to listen for that sound cue because if, for example, I throw a smoke or I'm playing Blitz, if I hear that, I now know I am at disadvantage. I am not in a good spot to go through that smoke or walk that smoke because like I can see through it. They do make a noise, so always listen for it. You can still hear it going off in the background. Now for this next one, it is going to be the hatch drop. Something so simple, yet something that I swear my teammates do not listen for. Please always listen for the sound. Always want to listen for this sound of somebody dropping from the hatch because you could be in the middle of, say, on defense, like even Oregon downstairs. People can drop a hatch so quickly and just take map control, so just always listen for that sound. All right, now this next one is going to be a punch hole. This is very important to listen for. Always listen for this sound of somebody punching a wall because that most likely means they are on the other side of that punch hole. People make punch holes all the time. If you hear that, just know someone's either watching you or get ready to pre-fire that noise because they're watching from afar. All right, now this is for barricades. This is always good to listen for. I'm going to show you what it sounds like when somebody punches a barricade, when somebody breaks down a barricade, and when somebody rips down a barricade. That is if somebody just punches a barricade. And that is if somebody breaks a barricade completely. Always listen for this because somebody is probably running out on you if that ever does happen. Or if you only hear it once, they're probably just peeking out of it. And if you hear this, that just means they're completely ripping that thing down. So either get ready for them to run out on you or be looking at you. And then that's obviously them putting it back up. All right, now this is if somebody is walking through barbed wire. Please listen for this. It did get a lot easier to listen for this now that it does damage. You're going to hear the person like yell essentially. But this is very, very important because sometimes people will try and just tank the barbed wire. It is very hard to miss that. It is literally someone screaming into the mic, basically. So Just know if you hear that, they are walking through barbed wire. This is a grenade pull. Always listen for this because somebody is probably going to nade you. Plus, if you hear this, it's really good because you can swing off that. You know that their gun is up. They have a grenade out. You can swing off that. Now, this is what an Amaru flying through a window sounds like. Please always listen for this because it happens very quick and they can fuck you up off of it. Listen. You are going to hear the glass break. You're going to hear the barricade shatter, and then someone's going to come flying through. Make sure you're not close or they will kick you and kill you. All right, now this is going to be something very important. I'm sure y'all already know this sound effect, but this is somebody planting. Please always listen for this.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
It is very important to listen for the plant because you have to be able to understand that if you hear this plant, you are now in an advantage, kind of, right? Let's say you're in a 3v3, you hear someone plant. Now it's a 3v2. That one guy has his gun down. This is a free opportunity for you to take map control and to try and kill the other people that are protecting him, or just to get rid of the guy who's planting the bomb. So always listen for that. All right, now this is going to be what a soulless scanner sounds like when it turns on and off. This is very important because if you are, let's say, on attack and you go on your drone and you hear this, they're going to shoot you. Let's say you're planting the bomb and you hear this, they're going to shoot you. They're going to shotgun you. They're going to do whatever. They know where you are.
Electrosensor on!
This is what it sounds like if somebody is vaulting into a window. Something very simple that people just do not listen for. If you do not listen for this, you're going to get cooked. This is very important to listen to. Please, if you hear this, know somebody's in sight or somebody's near you. All right, now this next one is going to be Thermite placing his Thermite down on and off the wall. Always listen for this. If you're bandit tricking, this is what it sounds like. You always want to listen for this because if you're playing somebody like Bandit, you need to know which wall it is. Like right now, this is this wall. If I heard it more to the left, it would be this wall. Just always listen for this. All right, now this next one is going to be Maverick holes. Always listen for this because they make them so quickly and they can get you smoked. Way too often, I will hear somebody just make a tiny Maverick hole, and then my teammates are dead. So just always listen for a Maverick. This is what it sounds like, and it can fuck you up if you're not paying attention to it. Alright, now for this sound cue, this is very important. This is going to be Fenrir turning on and off. Always listen for this, because he can actively just change them from anywhere on the map. So if I'm about to walk through this door, and I hear it turn on, and it sounds close, I know I cannot walk this door without looking for a Fenrir. Always listen for this. Please. It will help you. Now, this next sound cue is going to be if a pulse is scanning you. You can always listen for this, whether you're from above or from below. But if you hear this, know you are either getting shot to a floor or you're getting C4'd. So run. This is what it sounds like if somebody is diffusing. Always listen for this noise because sometimes people will spam it. Just know it takes 4 ticks for it to completely get diffused, but people will fake it all the time. They'll quickly get off it, quickly get on it, quickly get off it, stuff like that. This does help. Like I said, there is so many sound cues in this game, but I feel like these are the most important ones that you always need to be listening for. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a comment and let me know if you want a part 2. I can do more of like every operator sound cue, every defender sound cue, stuff like that. But I'll see y'all. Much love.